will help. Yes. So many of you have what we call post-traumatic stress disorder. Some of you have anxiety. And sometimes you wonder how you can be able to navigate and come out of this predicament, this mental illness, without booking for a section or seeing a therapist. Let me tell you one thing. The reason why it's advisable for you to seek for a professional help is because there is always a trigger, even when you have applied self-therapy. But for this video's sake, I'm going to give you some tips that will aid you, kind of help you navigate through these challenges. If you are having post-traumatic stress, if you are having anxiety, a minor one for that matter, I think this video will be of help to you. What are you supposed to do? If you are this kind of people who maybe if you see yourself in a particular environment, a particular place, you start sweating, you start breathing fast, your whole muscle will be very tensed, you'll be afraid, but you don't really know exactly what is happening or why you are scared. If you're this kind of person that if you're going to a particular lane or something happened, now you see yourself being afraid, you want to hold something, it will look as if something is about to happen, but you don't really know what. Let me give you an instance. Someone in the past experienced a situation where there was a rainfall and there was a thunder strike, and that thunder was too heavy that it killed someone. The thunder, in fact, the line of that thunder showed in the building of the person that the thunder killed. And this person had these experiences. It made her to the point that anytime there is rainfall and a thunderstrike, the person gets scared. In fact, if it is in the night, the person does not sleep at all until the rain stops. Yes. This is known as post-traumatic stress disorder. Someone went for war, then after experiencing those gunshots and killings, and when the person came back, it's as if that any little trigger, any little gunshot, and the person now, that memory, that flashback will start coming up, and the person will be shouting, holding anything that he can get hold of, a lot of things will be happening. That is post-traumatic stress disorder. Now, when it comes to anxiety, you see that sometimes you'll be scared of things that you are not certain about, things that are not real, fear of the unknown. You see, what really happens when all these things occurs? Now, look at how it works. There is what we call the central nervous system. The central nervous system is those tissues, organs, and cells that controls your body. In fact, they are the one that transfer information, receive information. We have different types of the nervous system. We have the central nervous system, we have the peripheral nervous system, somatic nervous system. When you talk about the central nervous system, you're talking about your brain. And you know that this brain controls every part of our body, yes. Now, when an event has occurred, it may be a traumatic event occurred, or you have an experience that is of negative, your brain, which is the nervous system, the central nervous system, will be sensitized. When you're talking about being sensitized, you're talking about that this your brain is informed that this thing is danger to you because you have experienced this and you know how it's affected the people around that area. So your brain has been sensitized. That is sensitized. That is, the nervous system has been sensitized. Now, what the brain does is that anytime the brain come across something that is similar to that thing that happened to you, or to that thing that he or she, depending, that is your brain, I'm talking about your brain right now, sees as danger, the brain now have to send signal to the whole body, and the body will have to release a hormone which will make you to either fight or run, and that hormones will make you to be imbalanced because you'll be uncomfortable till your brain knows that you are safe. You understand? So the brain is making you to be in a safety mode. Now, it is left for you to understand how your brain works and be able to tell your brain that you are safe. If not, this is how things go. Even if you were in a crowded place, in an outside, maybe you went out to do something and this occurred, there's a trigger or something you remember, you will react immediately like that until you make your brain to understand. So when you come for therapy, we help you do that. We help you teach you how to navigate and how this brain works, because everything that is happening in your brain is what is displaying in your behavior. So if you don't understand this, if you are not sensitized enough, if you don't have the insight, the brain can, deceive you into believing something that is not real. So that is why it is even difficult for some of you to be healed from trauma. It is difficult for some of you to come out of that anxiety, because you are yet to understand how the brain works. Those trauma, those worries that you're having is a stored information in your brain. It has been stored already, and your brain is working with that information. It's only when you understand this that you can bring another information that will replace that and make your brain to believe that whenever this thing happens, that you are safe. If not, it will be very difficult for you. Think about it, and don't forget to call us.